If you want to take the best possible selfie, you have to know about focal length and how much it can affect your face and your proportions. And I'm going to show you an image right here. And you can see, depending on the amount of millimeters of the focal length, his face becomes very, very different looking. And you can test this right now, because if you have a phone that was bought in the last 5 or 6 years, it actually has the better focal length. But the first thing I want you to do, open up your selfie camera, and I'll do this with you, and just take a picture of yourself. And then now, use the rear camera, because it actually has the good lens, and go to 3x zoom, and I'll explain more about this in a second, and take it again. Now you have to go at it like an arm's length away, because you're zoomed in, and you can use the volume buttons because it's going to be hard to actually press the button. But take it again, and now I'll show you the comparison of the two. And you can see my face looks completely different. I look way, way better using the 3x zoom. So on my Galaxy here, if I go down to the bottom, you can see again the 1 to 3x zoom. And as I go to 1 to 3, you can see the lens jump. That's when it's switching to the telephoto lens, which is equivalent to around 75 millimeters. And this is like the Hollywood standard. It makes your face, look its best. If you go get a portrait taken, it's going to be like around 70 to 85 millimeters. The photographer will set his camera to that, or to use that lens rather. And yeah, just that alone will, significantly allow you to take a better selfie for your Hinge profile or whatever app. Now, you can also record a video. This is not a bad idea, because you can just pick the best frame afterwards. And if you use, 4K, just because it can be a little bit blurry for a still image to come from like a 1080p HD video. So do put in 4K, give that a shot. And on top of all this, the lighting is very, very important as well. Focal length will make it look significantly better, but lighting, it just has a huge, huge impact. And I'll show you a chart, and you can see all the different lighting conditions he put himself under, just to show how his face looks. You typically want even lighting. Like this right now, it's not the best. There's like a shadow on my face because I'm like mildly trying to implement some cinematic look to this video. But if you look at number 9, he actually says that's his best, but I actually think it's 8, because the light he's using is warmer. And that's another big thing. If your light is nice and warm, if you're using those cold blue LEDs like you're in a hospital, it's not flattering at all. If you're outside, this is like, around sunset or sunrise, it's called the golden hour. It's just that much more flattering, warmer. So what I suggest, apart from using the right focal length and recording a video, is to actually first open up the selfie camera, just so you can quickly see it and you don't have to go back and forth, and go around to different areas of your house. Just try some by the window. Maybe it's, a good time where it's just kind of like evenly spread across your face, the light is, and, different outfits, different angles. And if you combine all these 3 things, the lights, the focal length, and then the test, the different angles and using a video, yeah, it will make a significant better selfie. And also try to smile on some of them. One thing, I know that it's hard. Like, you ever see kids when they try to smile for the first time, like in pictures, and it's just like all teeth because they don't really know how to do it. But your natural smile is one where you're laughing. So if you can get yourself to laugh, you're going to look your best. Again, like, because you're making a video, you just pinpoint, right before your smile turns weird, that you can just get the best frame. Now, there is also a tool in Google Photos. If you have an Android, I'm pretty sure you can download that on an iPhone. And it's called a portrait lighting feature. You have to click on a photo, go to edit, and then deep down in the settings, the feature comes up. And essentially, and I'll do this right now, you can see how it adds light to a certain side of your face, whatever you choose. I don't think this is too bad. Like, I personally wouldn't use it, just because I know I can replicate a situation that has enough light on my face. I don't think this is as bad. There's some filters out there Like when I'm on Hinge, I don't know, like 1 in like 50 profiles, I'll see a woman who suddenly has these massive eyes because she's using some filter, and it's actually like changing how her face looks, and it doesn't look good. I don't know why it's as popular as what it is. It doesn't look good at all. But this isn't like changing your face, so I don't think it's that bad. You know, like for a lot of guys, myself included, we don't look good in pictures, especially if you have like a strong nose like I do. And I think if you seem to be a lot better looking in front of the mirror than how you appear on camera, on video, on pictures, then there's actually an opportunity to improve your pictures because you can bridge that gap a little bit. But next video, I'm going to actually dig deep into some of the other pictures that you can take that you also don't have to leave the house for if you don't want to. It's about staging a couple, and just, you know, because Hinge requires 6, I don't mind just throwing in a couple fillers in there, but I will get to that in a few days, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace.